Hello again. So welcome to my channel. So I know that you love horoscope videos. So we are going to do Scorpio Rising 2025 horoscope with Alicia today. Welcome, Alicia, one more time. So how are you?
Hi Matt. I'm good, thank you. I've got a little bit of a cold. I'm having a purge, but I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, welcome. So it's nice to have you again as well. Yeah, I will share the chart. So before I do, you can briefly introduce yourself if you would like to. So
Yeah, sure. My name is Alicia. Um, I'm having my Jupiter return at the moment. Um, I'm studying at the London School of Astrology, and I'm in year two. But I've probably been doing astrology for about 7 years now. It's only like last year and this year that I'm taking it seriously. So I'm just really grateful for you having me on your channel, Matt. Thank you so much.
yeah, welcome. So I'm also so happy for you that you follow your passion and you study and you kind of follow astrology. That's perfect. So now we will talk about 2025, like it will be 2025 in a few days. But before we start, I would love to ask you about the current transits. I would love to ask you about the current transits of the 2024. So how it has been for you, for example. So, like when we start with, for example, Uranus in the 7,000 Taurus for the last 7 years as a Scorpio rising. So, as much as you want to share what changed in your life.
Yeah, sure. Like one key moment that happened this year is, it's one-on-one relationships or marriages, or it's also work relationships. So I actually left my muggle job, but I ended up and I started a new job, but I actually ended up going back to my job. So if you leave a job, you never think you're going to return. But I actually went back to a job. So that was completely unexpected and very Uranian. Um, yeah, and I guess like new people have arrived unexpectedly. I've formed, yeah, making friends as an adult is a bit weird because I don't know, you pick them up at school and stuff, and as an adult, you kind of already got a friendship group. So making new friends is so lovely and unexpected when you, as an adult, you find new social connections. So that's happened for me. And then yeah, love life, it has been up and down. So that's Uranian as well.
Yeah, exactly. So 7th house might be related to relationships. And you also have like the North Node in your 6th house. So I think that might also be related to you going back to your job. So 6th house might also be about that. And then yeah, that might have been activated by eclipses possibly with 6th house North Node. I think so. And then let's go back to Pisces, like Saturn in Pisces in your 5th house. So how can you evaluate that?
For me personally, yeah, the dating life has just slowed down. Before, I would just go on dates and, but now I'm definitely putting much more thought and taking it more seriously. I'd say that's
Exactly.
Saturn.
Yeah, so with Saturn in the 5th house, I believe many Scorpio risings want some like emotional depth, emotional stability first of all in dating. So I think many of the stories that I have heard, so they don't like unstable, unsuccessful, or let's say problematic people when they date with Saturn in the 5th house. So they need some seriousness. Perfect. So then Pluto is an Aquarius, like in your 4th house. It's a new transit. But still, I want to ask you if you feel any changes of Pluto yet. So,
I don't personally. I have thought about it. I think it's for me, I don't know, maybe others have, but I feel it's too early. Uh,
yeah, can be too early for Pluto yet. So we will see. It will be a long transit. And finally, Jupiter and Gemini in the 8th house. First, I want to talk about that because, like 8th house, Jupiter is Jupiter after all, so it's a benefic planet. But 8th house might be a bit problematic, like crisis, psychology, depression, so fears. So these are all related to the 8th house, as you know. So what I observe from my 8th house transits is that so sometimes Mercury, for example, Jupiter, for example, they might enlarge fears, anxieties, or they might kind of make me rethink about myself. So, have you ever experienced something like that with Jupiter in Gemini in the eighth house?
Yeah, well, that's I'm a Virgo sun anyway, so I worry a lot. I would probably say, yeah, I've had moments of worrying more than I should, but I think recognizing that um and not going down with it. But the only thing for Jupiter in the eighth house, I started selling stuff on Vinted. Like I didn't expect to, and I made some money from my like secondhand stuff. And I've never done that. So I was like, oh my God, and I'm loving it. So that's been really nice.
Yeah, exactly. So it can give you some nice benefits as well with Jupiter in the eighth house. So unexpected benefits. So this is the house of Scorpio, you know. So that will be about benefiting from your resources and your other people's resources, basically. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Thank you so much for sharing. So now let's talk about the each ingression. So the first one will be, I'm waiting for it for a long time. It will be the North Node in Pisces. So it will be in your fifth house for you. So consequently, you will have the eclipses in your fifth and 11th houses. So these are really benefic houses. So what can Scorpio rising expect with these eclipses or with the node in the fifth house?
Well, fifth house is fun, you know. It's children, it's sex, it's romance, it's being creative. So that area getting a bit of a hit is not a bad thing. I'm excited what fun it's going to bring. We need a bit of fun.
Yeah, definitely. So it can be about fun, entertainment, children, for example. We can also see parenthood for many Scorpio risings, I believe. So, or I think they will be more connected to their creative side with North Node in the fifth house.
Hmm.
So, then they will have fun, as you say. So you need some fun too with um, the North Node in the fifth house. So yeah, I'm looking forward that transit for you. So I'm also Taurus rising, so you are my opposite. So I know kind of how it will be for you, like oppositely when I compare that to myself. So I will have that in the 11th house.
Hmm.
Okay. So of course you will have the eclipses like in the 5th and 11th. We will talk about that later. So I'm not going deep into eclipses. So that will be the first ingression. And then in March, I think 30th of March, first, yeah, not March, maybe April. Ah, sorry. Neptune will ingress into Aries. So for you, what do you think about Neptune in Aries in general?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Like Neptune in Aries in the sixth house might bring us more compassion in our, you know, the service that we provide could be kinder, um and more spiritual stuff perhaps in our day to day. It could inspire new dreams, and it could like dissolve old structures. Anything that we do day to day that sort of run its course, they could fall away. We could be a bit more sensitive day to day about things. Um, but I think like engaging in spiritual practices that like boost your immune system, or walking the dog or being in nature, being all the spiritual practices, meditation, um, it's going to be a dream. You know, you could be daydreaming more day to day, but it's going to be kinder and softer. And, you know, Aries is impulsive. So Neptune coming in and washing away some of our, you know, maybe our Aries rage, might be quite nice.
Yeah, I think so as well. So it can kind of make you calm down because, as you say, Aries might be impatient or impulsive. So, like there will be some dissolving energy. And at the same time, I believe, like you are totally on point, in my opinion, too. So it can also be about listening to your own body. So sixth house is the health. So Neptune is intuition. So for that, when you listen to your body, when you are aware of your body, so maybe it can be better for mental health, physical health. So I believe that during these years, your body will give you signs. So when you feel something is off, you will feel that in your stomach, in your heart, or like in your arms, for example. So yeah, you might also listen the message of your body, basically.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you know, you want to you want to boost your immune system, um, do all the healthy things that you can do. I think you could up that.
Yeah. And also, like for health, Neptune might be the things that we cannot really diagnose. So Neptune is like is vapor. So you might have a kind of health problem. You might go to a doctor and they might tell you, oh, you have nothing wrong. So, and then things might appear and disappear, or maybe it might be related to psychology, like we don't know. But you might also have some type of weird health problems, I believe, with Neptune in the sixth house. But I also think that you will be your own healers. So you will heal yourself and you will heal your own body.
Yeah, absolutely. Your intuition, like you could go to a GP and then they'll say it and you'll go, no, that's not it. You'll know inside, I think this is what's happening to me. Tapping into that intuition.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, tapping into intuition will be the keywords. Good one. Thank you so much. Okay, so Neptune, of course, will be a long transit, like it will be for 14 or 15 years. So you will see that for many years.
Mm.
So it will be something that you will get used to. Okay, would you like to add anything with Neptune?
Um, I mean, Aries can teach us, Scorpio risings, letting loose, being brave. Yeah, being open to helping community. I mean, more kindness could potentially lead you to new ways of working, new day-to-day routines by being kinder in the community, I'd say.
Exactly. So that softness, that intuition, that maybe kindness of strangers, even like Neptune is also that like people that we don't know or things that we don't know. So I think you will have that in your day-to-day life. Perfect. So thank you so much. And next month, like the month after, Saturn will join Neptune in Aries. So for that, like we know that like Saturn is not comfortable in Aries, so because it's the opposite sign of Libra. For that reason, what do you think about Saturn in Aries? So how that might be?
I think us Scorpio risings are going to have to deal with learning how to wait, slowing down, not rushing around every day. Saturn is cautious. Um, don't avoid skipping the steps. You know, as a sixth house Aries, I bet there's some chaos in Scorpio risings' day-to-day lives. Um, Reorganizing how you work, really adding in some positive, healthy habits. Um, don't overwork. You know, people could get burnout. You want to improve your diet, improve your exercise program, and take it slow. Like, don't, there's no need to move fast at this Aries pace. Like, let's just get some structure.
Exactly. So I also noticed that Scorpio risings, especially as they have Aries in the sixth house, they want things to be done immediately and they want people to do things immediately. They also want to do things immediately. So they don't want many things on their to-do list. So they feel uncomfortable. Like I think you are like that too, if they have something to do. So yeah, you are on point again. So I think that will teach you about patience. That will teach you about not rushing. That will also teach you about your like Saturn is about responsibilities. So that will, I believe, show you about your first responsibility, what you need to do first, rather than doing everything at once. So what you need to do first, basically.
Yeah, I think it's going to slow us down. I really think we're going to pause and act in a more efficient way than just constantly going and often independently on our own. We're going to pull back, maybe get some support before we go forward.
Exactly. So yeah, and this also connects to work. So sixth house is about work. So I believe that you might also have more responsibilities. Maybe you might have some type of authority. Maybe you might struggle with authority, or maybe you might have more burdens, like in the workplace. So what do you think about that, work related?
Um, yeah, could become sort of heavier, maybe, but it's it's there's always a lesson there with Saturn, isn't there? So what he's going to put us through is teaching us to become better, and just I think just wait, slow down, structure, just all those things. It's for the greater good. Trust the process.
Yeah, definitely. So then we talked about Neptune that it can be health related, but I think Saturn can also be health related because it is this time about health responsibilities. So first, it can be related to not postponing your checkups, medical procedures, maybe. So they might become a bigger problem if you postpone these things, for example. So it can be about that. And Saturn also rules teeth, bones, and skin. So I think, and Aries is blood and infections sometimes. So I think you might also need to be careful with these things. So what do you think about that?
Um, yeah, there is, your health might become more of a topic. Um, overall. But if the sixth house, there's a lot of traffic in our sixth house this year with Neptune and Saturn. If Saturn is the practice and Neptune is the spiritual, I think adding in a spiritual practice like meditation, journaling, yoga, all of those, something like that, will in fact improve your day to day.
Yeah, I believe so. So having discipline, like it's not like, oh, I do yoga when I'm free. So you should have routine. Like I will
Yeah.
do yoga half an hour every day. So like you will have routine for health and for your well-being. So that's a good point. Thank you so much. And then we talked about Aries and Pisces. So also Venus will retrograde in Aries and Pisces. So Venus is not a big planet, but it doesn't retrograde every year. So we want to talk about that as well. So this spring, Venus will be from Aries to Pisces. So what do you think it will be about? How those energies will be merged?
Yeah, so Venus retrograde is about 40 days or something. And if it starts in our sixth house, it's going to be, are your efforts truly aligned with your values? What you're doing day to day, is this what you want? It could be your relationship with your daily self, like what I get up in the morning, I do this, I do that. Does that actually align with what I want in my day-to-day life? You could be reassessing your relationships in the workplace, um, and just seeing things and people in a different light. And then it's going to move back into the fifth house. So then we're going to be reassessing what actually brings us fun, and what once brought us fun might not bring us fun anymore. We might have outgrown it and thought, you know what, I don't really enjoy that anymore. I'm going to do something else.
Yeah, definitely. So it can be about that outgrown situation. And also, like if we combine sixth house and fifth house, so maybe you might need some more fun in your work, in your routine. So like as you said, like I don't enjoy that anymore. I will look for something more fun. So like you might need that fun too. And also, like I believe if we combine fifth house, it can also be some type of dates in the workplace, maybe. What do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, work and dating is a tricky one. But hey, like, if we're at work all the time, that's sometimes where we meet people. So maybe looking at someone in a different light, that could happen.
Yeah, exactly. That can happen too with Venus retrograde. So overall, I believe like Venus will connect Saturn and Neptune energy too. So like there's a kind of a dance between Aries and Pisces this year. So it is also interesting. Aries is the first sign, Pisces is the last sign. So we will have some shift of energies. Like for you, it will be in the sixth and fifth houses.
Yeah, I mean, we're all going
Okay.
to get that, aren't we? Not just Scorpio risings, but for
Yeah.
us, it's like the fifth house, sixth house, just back and forth. It's an interesting cusp of busy. It's a busy time there.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So, I'm thinking about money. So, as Venus rules money, so financially, what can you say? I can't think of anything right now.
I mean, a new way of earning money, or like astrology is fun for me. If I earn money from astrology, that's great. Anything that, yeah, maybe a hobby could turn into something, or turn into an income.
Definitely, hobby, fifth house hobby is perfect. So, it can be about that. All right. So, for now, that's it for Aries and Pisces. And the next ingression will be a couple of weeks later, where Jupiter will get to Gemini. Yes.
Cancer.
Sorry, Cancer. Sorry, Jupiter will leave Gemini and get to Cancer.
Yeah.
And Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, and you are so lucky because you have ninth house ruled by Cancer. This is the house of Jupiter. And Jupiter is in its own house and exalted for you. So, yeah, are you excited about that?
I am so excited because, like you say, exalted means it's got maximum potential to expand, and learning, traveling, wisdom, publishing, just things can really have a bit of a glow up, and it's happy to be there. So that's a really, and it's also family. So, I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely. So it will be about expansion, relatives, teaching, traveling, learning, and you will have some type of more wisdom, more knowledge, more philosophy, more belief. So, like you will grow yourself out. So I think this year it will be a theme. You will grow yourself out. You will be someone else. Like you will outgrow yourself, basically. With that, that's perfect. And also, I think many Scorpio risings might travel a lot, might settle abroad, or might be expats, might have like citizenship, dual citizenship, or residence permit, or this type of things with Jupiter in the ninth house. It can be one thing. So if there are any students who have Scorpio rising, so I think they will be an amazing year for them. So in master's, PhD, higher education, so they will get lots of attention and they will be kind of, let's say, supported by their professors and teachers with Jupiter ninth house. And for you, I also believe that you will continue your astrology studies and you will get to be doing astrology in your routine as a work, as a profession. I believe so. With Jupiter in the ninth house, perfect. So yeah, it will be one of the best astrological years for Scorpio risings. Okay, so Jupiter overall might be about these things. So would you like to add anything that we forgot?
Um, no, but that hunger for meaning, um, new perspectives, new teachers, yeah, new journeys, just yeah, all the good things. This is a good one.
Yeah, exactly. And I also think that like we have Pluto. Then Pluto will in conjunct Jupiter from the fourth house home, ninth house foreign countries. So it might be about home ownership in a foreign country, buying home in a foreign country, settling down in a foreign country. So again, it can be one of the themes. But there is something from Saturn. You will also have square from Saturn. So at first, I believe it will be about this. So, like, okay, there will be good things, expansion, but you have to be ready for it. Like, you have to be responsible. You have to work. You have to take care of yourself. So Saturn will first warn you, and then Jupiter will enlarge. So, yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna take it serious.
yeah, definitely. And then Yeah, it is also the ninth house, like which is the home to Jupiter. So that will be pretty benefic. That's
Mhm.
cool. So then a couple of weeks later, we will have Uranus after it's 7 years in Taurus, it will be in Gemini.
Yeah.
So in Gemini, it will be in the eighth house. So first of all, I think that it won't be that chaotic as Taurus because Uranus does not like Taurus. Taurus does not like change. But Gemini is more adaptable. So I think it will be an easier Jupiter Uranus transit. But still, it's the eighth house, so it can challenge you psychologically, financially, maybe sexually. So I think this is the house of sex, like for Scorpio rising. So there might be some type of, let's say, new like trials, errors, or things like that, maybe sexually. This can be possible themes. But first, let me ask you about the eighth house and Gemini. What do you think about that in general?
Yeah, like you say, because it's leaving a fixed house of Taurus, it's going to be now it's going to be adaptable, intellectually curious, fresh ideas, lots of ideas. Um, you're going to want to break free somewhere, somehow.
Yeah.
We never really know. Yeah, and
Yeah,
even if you think you've got an idea, I bet it won't be that.
exactly. So it might be related to that as well. And also, like I think we sometimes feel the transits before they happen. So 8 hours can also be about income. So you said that like you are selling vintage stuff. So I think like it is kind of an upcoming theme for you. So maybe all Scorpio risings as well might make money unexpectedly, might earn unexpectedly. So this can be a kind of upcoming theme with Uranus in the 8 hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. And you could lose money, but you could also
Yes.
gain money. You could become financially secure. We don't know, but yeah, money is probably a theme.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, as you said, e-house is also related to like occult, astrology, psychology. So there will be lots of curiosity to learn these things. And there will be some type of evolution here too, like regarding the themes of the e-house.
Yeah, experimenting in the bedroom, but not just your money. We're talking about other people's money, like whoever's money. Who knows whose money it could be.
Exactly. Okay, so overall, like I believe that that will also teach you adaptability. Scorpio is also a fixed sign, but Uranus is mutable. So you might have some crisis, but you will be quick to come up with something. You will be quick to deal with crisis. You will be quick to adapt yourself to new situations. So that can also be a possible theme, I believe.
Yeah, I think you could be renegotiating terms, but it will be good.
Yeah,
It needs a shake up.
yeah, definitely. First, it needs to shake up, and then you will come to terms with them. Perfect. And there is no other ingression, but I just want to talk about one aspect, which will be Jupiter trine the North Node. So that will be again one of the major aspects of next year. So
Mm-hmm.
Jupiter in the ninth house will trine North Node in the fifth house.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that will be super benefit for you because like fifth house is the house of good karma. Ninth house is the house of luck. So you will have some type of, let's say, some combination of like some good news, some blessings, or some improvements. So it might also be related to your children, like if Scorpio risings have children, or education, or it might be related to traveling, fun, hobbies, entertainment, school, education. So that is a kind of upcoming good theme for you. Like you will experience kind of some good karma, I believe it in this trine. And also, Jupiter rules the North Node. So that will show you something that will show you what to do, basically. So would
Mm.
you like to add anything about that?
Um, I guess, yeah, it's going to be emotional though, because it's both in Pisces and Cancer. So there's going to be a flowing, But that, like you say, it's a lucky flow. It's a like an outpour of maybe happiness and fun. And oh my God, I've learned something and it's brought me so much life. Or I went on a spiritual retreat and it's just expanded everything about what I love. Yeah, a spiritual retreat would be good next year.
Yeah, exactly. Like tourism for spirituality, like traveling to mystical places and traveling to natural places, retreat, like will be amazing. And I also want to add something special for Scorpio risings. So as we have, like, let me come to Scorpio season of next year. So we have like 26th of October. Okay. So in October, when we have Scorpio rising, let me also paint. Like we have Jupiter in Cancer, like around 24 degree. And we have North Node in Pisces. And the Sun will be in Scorpio. And in Scorpio season, that will form a big
Fine.
water trine, grand trine, in water signs for you. So your Scorpio placements will be activated. So I believe that it is one of the best Scorpio seasons for you this year. So wherever it is, whatever placements that you have in your natal chart. So it will be in your first house, fifth house, and ninth house. So for that reason, like yourself, like first house, if you have Scorpio, like placements on top of your ascendant, sorry. So fifth house and ninth house. So that will be pretty beneficial, I believe, at that time. So waiting for good news.
Yeah, October, November, we should be in a pretty good place.
Yeah. Okay, so then we conclude the year when we look at the end of the year, like very end of the year, 31st of December, 2025. We see that, let me go back to Scorpio. We see that like Saturn and Neptune will be back in Pisces and Uranus will be back in Taurus. So what can you say about those retrogrades, what they will be about?
Yeah, we're probably reflecting on our relationships again, or rethinking our romance. If you're having kids, maybe what you're doing again for fun. Are you being creative enough? Are you being creative enough with your relationships? Um, yeah, could be more changes, not necessarily romantically. Um, maybe like if you don't have children, it could be like your nieces and nephews or your friends' children, or yeah, there's a reflection and a review again of what we've already been through it, but you know, we're like, oh, we're here again. But
Exactly. Yeah, here we go again, but then you will revise and then go on. So that can be about that I can also add. Okay, so would you like to discuss anything that we might have missed? I talked about everything that I want to talk about.
I think just like the, you know, the next month or so, we've got Mars, our chart ruler,
Mhm.
retrograding at the beginning of the year. So with you've spoke about Jupiter is going to be in Cancer expanding, but at the beginning of this year, like January, February, there could be some tension in what you are learning, or you're not sure where you're going to travel to, or you're sort of seeking some truth, or you're there could be some confusion maybe, or um you could be doing some transformating learning. But Jupiter's going to come later on and just tidy all that up for you. So if you're, yeah, reflecting at the moment, like you're right on track. It's not gonna be quick. It's Mars is gonna retrograde for some time, and then it's later in the summer. It's gonna push on.
Exactly. So thank you for adding that. So I did not add Mars because like we talked about that in this year, but it is your chart ruler, so that will be important. So Mars is in retrograde right now as of today. So let's see. In 8th of January, it will be in Cancer.
Yeah.
So until, let's see, weeks until it will go back to Cancer. It will be in retrograde until 26th of February, and
Yeah.
it will go direct. And at the end of April, it will be in Leo again. So like there will be a cycle of Cancer and Leo too, your 8 and 9th houses. Nine, sorry, 10, 9, 10, 10th houses, sorry. So that will also be important. So you can also check back what we have talked about for Mars retrograde viewers. Okay. So, but for Scorpio, it is especially important. Okay, so thank you so much, Alicia. So it has been a nice chat. So it's so nice to talk to you, and thank you for being here, even though you are sick. So you feel sick. So it's I'm so thankful. So yeah, would you like to say anything finally?
I think it's a good year for Scorpio risings. Like, as a Scorpio rising, we go through things quite often, I think, that people don't know about. Um, and the journey continues, but I think there's some real magic next year. Um, so yeah, happy New Year, everybody.
Exactly. So yeah, there is real magic next year. And you said that you got into Muggle job, but I think you will experience magic next year. So that will be perfect. Okay then, viewers, this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. So if you like the videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support means a lot to me. So see you next time. Take care and goodbye. And thank you, Alicia, one more time.
Thanks,
Bye.
Matt. Bye.